Good morning. It was back in 1967. Paul Grisham was living out in San Diego. He was in the Navy. He was married, had two small children, 4 and 7 years old. It really was kind of nice living there in sunny San Diego. And then he got new orders. He was being shipped out to Antarctica for the next 13 months. He wasn't too thrilled about that, but that's the way it goes in the Navy. He was a meteorologist, and they were sending him down to Antarctica to work at a weather station there. 13 months before he'd be allowed to come home. 13 months where he discovered it was minus 65 degrees. It was so cold. He learned that if you walked outside and you had an open Coca-Cola can, within about 2 to 3 minutes it would be frozen solid. Now, it was cold. They didn't have to work all the time, but for fun, they did have a 2-lane bowling alley, and so the guys all got together to have fun bowling. And the other thing they did was play a lot of poker. And it turned out that Paul was a great poker player. And whenever he had real winnings, he would get a money order and send the money home to his wife. Well, he was there for 13 months. And then finally he was able to pack up and head back home. What he didn't realize was he left his wallet there in his locker there in Antarctica. Got home. He discovered he didn't have his wallet on him. He had no idea where it was. And no one else came across it for 53 years. They started doing some renovations down there at this meteorological station, tearing out some of the old lockers, and there behind one of the lockers, they came across this wallet. Well, the man who was given possession of the wallet had a friend named Stephen Ducato, and he knew that Stephen Ducato was really having a lot of fun trying to find special, meaningful items of people who had served in the military and trying to return them to that person, or if that person was dead, to their family. Well, he took the wallet, he immediately went to work on it. And sure enough, there he found Paul Grisham, who is now 91 years old. 91, living in sunny San Diego. And he sent the wallet back to him. Inside, the wallet contained a military ID, a beer ration punch card, good for 23 beers, and only 4 had been used. There were receipts for money orders. He really did send that money home to his wife, and a recipe for Kahlua. When I thought of what he had just done, Stephen Ducato, I thought it was fascinating. He and his daughter on this mission, trying to return things to people who had served in the military that now had been found somewhere else. But what I really thought was interesting was why he was doing it. You see, it was in 2008 that Stephen and his wife lost everything they owned in a flood. Swept away. Lost all those special memories, all those things that they owned. And it made him more aware of how other people might feel having some of those special mementos returned to them. And because he was so grateful to those who had served our country, he took on the special challenge of finding military things and trying to return them to families. He had no idea whether Paul would be alive or not, but he knew that his family would love to receive something out of the past. Paul was alive, and how much fun it was to take him back through all those memories of a beer ration card and money sent home. But it all happened because one person who had lost so much realized what it could mean to somebody else. And when I read that story, it reminded me that you and I, with all the hurts that we have, it's all those pain, disappointments, struggles we have in life, they have made us more aware and sensitive to some of the pains that other people might have. You have the gift of being able to look more deeply into someone else's life who may have suffered or struggled what you're going through, and you would have the ability to do something kind for them. When Stephen Ducato and his daughter sent that wallet home, they brought a real smile on Paul's face after 53 years. Who knows what smile you could put on somebody's face when you look more deeply into their life because of your own pain. Go out and make it a good day as you share God's love and bring hope in this world.